That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a sack, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a sack, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And that is incomplete here. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, screen play, Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Here now, the first NFL carry for the LSU man. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Texans nothing. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
For the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. Yeah, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 7.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game.
For Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's looking deep for Bell. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Le'Veon Bell, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Chiefs 20, Texans nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And is much more successful as well. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it. leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans cut into that lead.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
That's the score. Chiefs 27, Texans 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, 92 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And the third time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go.
Makes the score Chiefs 27, Texans 19.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Now,
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Johnson.
First down, Texans.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mahomes going to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Now, these two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City, Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
3rd down.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. On the return comes Cobb. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, there's a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
39. Chiefs 29.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Mahomes now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On second down and 4. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Texans 39, Chiefs 36.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson.
And this will be a Texans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Watson will drop this down to Johnson underneath. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
What are you getting paid for?
Wallace, get this comeback. Oh my God, I can't believe what I watched.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Texans, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile,